United Hook and Ladder, lead the way. Join us today.
My brain is something new to me. I hope I'm not insane. I don't want it, but it comes. I don't need it, but it comes. You can leave my sight, but you never leave my mind. And when you return, my heart can return to keep in time. Because this doubt crept into my brain. Where did it come from, man? It's driving me insane. I don't want it, but it comes. I don't need it, but it comes.
A lot of money, so.
So, I mean, talk about changing the landscape. It's changed everything. You see the older coaches that don't want to deal with it, Nick Saban, for example. And,
Yeah.
who else would you put in that category? The Virginia's coach, Dick Bennett, or,
Tony Bennett.
Tony-
yeah.
Tony Bennett,
Tony
not
Bennett.
the singer, but yeah, Tony
yeah,
Bennett.
Tony Bennett, the singer, is no longer with us. Hey,
Yeah.
what a way to go out with Lady Gaga, and kind of hit album. But anyway, the other Tony Bennett, the baseline 2-3 defense, that Tony Bennett. All right, so we're digressing, and I'll take all the blame for that. Any other ground to cover, Hot Seat? Do we have someone in waiting?
I think we do. Before we get to that, what do you think about the first round of the college football playoffs?
I think we're validated our point that Notre Dame should have been in. Do you agree? I mean, we said, hey, James Madison, Tulane, come on.
Yeah, I think
Those
they
were
got.
not entertaining games.
I didn't even watch. I mean, as a
No,
sports
the
fan,
Miami,
yeah.
a 10-3, that's old school football.
Yes.
The U is back. But, I mean, what do you think?
I think they have to restructure the group of five. I think they're already in talks with.
What is the group of five? It sounds like something under Mao Zedong.
The group of five is the American, the Sun Belt, the Mountain West. What's
MAC.
the
And what does it say? Out of those five
The-
conferences, you got to have one team?
one team, and then this
That
year
was JMU?
that was JMU, and then Tulane, with the ACC, having Duke as a 7-5. It was just they were a higher ranked team, so that's why, they took them instead
Well,
of Duke
yeah, I
that was
mean,
7-5.
we baby steps, right? This playoff thing, it started out with two teams, totally random.
and then
Yeah.
4 teams.
Four equally random. So fewer teams have complaints. Maybe Notre Dame, who else should have been in there?
BYU.
BYU, Notre Dame. So I mean,
I guess Alabama vindicated themselves with the 3 losses and coming back
Yeah.
and pounding Oklahoma.
I mean, if you're watching that first quarter, I mean, some people will be like, "Why isn't it Alabama in there?"
Why
when
are
they're
they
losing
in?
17-0. So
I was a skeptic, a doubter.
I will say I'm a big Group of Five supporter because I think that I agree with you guys that the games would have been better, but I think only one should get in because if you look at the statistics, the Group of Five is 0-4 in college football playoff games with losses by 21.5 average points. Notre Dame in their 3 losses lost by 18 points. Oregon 2 losses by 21. Ohio State averages 16.5 losses, and Oklahoma has 4 losses by an average of 15 points. So I don't think that the Group of Five is much different because the college football playoff has never really been competitive. If you go back to the 4-team, how many New Year's Eves are you watching the games and they're really competitive? Not very often you can
yeah,
think of.
usually
so.
you get one game where it's close, but
30
the
to nothing.
semis is
Yeah. So I think that they deserve a spot because they're just as talented.
Oh, yeah, I agree too. And if it is really a national playoff, I kind of like the
Yeah.
NCAA, the basketball, where you
Yeah.
have all these mid-majors theoretically have a shot to make a splash. And so I guess that's kind of the same theory with letting
Yeah.
these other teams in. But pretty predictable results.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would go with one.
I agree capping it at 1.
I
but-
understand the language of why they had two, but I think
Yeah.
it needs to be a
So it's
little
like you
reworked.
get 2 if these other teams from these other conferences have too many losses, that
Yeah.
kind of thing is
Yeah, I think if you sub in a
subjective.
Duke team there, they get beat even worse than what we
Yes, you
saw.
can't have a 5-loss Duke
Yeah.
team in. so-
No, I agree with that. And I went to Duke, but. Their hoops team's doing pretty well, though.
They're
They're
very
still
good.
undefeated.
Always.
All right, so what else? Let's cover all the ground we can. Is it our friend?
I think it's our friend, I think,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, and you got, well, we can continue on
Yeah.
and include him in the conversation. Robert, are you there?
Mr. Cook,
Hey, my friend, what's going on? Merry Christmas to you.
good to see you too.
Thank you. Thanks for your patience. We had some ground to cover. What's on your agenda?
Well, I got one thing to say.
Let's see.
Have a good Broncos.
Have a good Christmas.
Okay.
Says,
Well,
have a good
thank you.
Christmas, and he says, go Broncos, I believe.
Go
he
Broncos.
said.
You had, Brady said Detroit over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that was.
Almost.
It's a good
Almost.
pick.
Yeah. Almost.
I know, it wasn't as,
That little
bizarre
OPI
ending.
there, you know.
Yeah.
We had the Panthers on the hot seat last week because they lost to the Saints. Saints have won 3 in a row or something.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have now, yeah.
Beware the Saints.
Come marching down, come marching on in, and look, yeah. See,
All right,
see
so-
what happens when you put teams on the hot seat?
I
you
know.
Yeah, they
Sometimes
change their
it's reverse
seasons.
barometer. Turn it around. We should get some of that playoff money.
Panthers to the Super Bowl now, I guess.
Yeah, there you go. They were there once before, weren't they?
2015 season against the
What's the name of that
Broncos.
quarterback?
Cam Newton.
yeah.
Oh, Cam Newton. Yeah, but then they were even before that with a different quarterback.
Jake
Jake
Delhomme?
Plummer. Or yeah, Delhomme.
Who?
Yeah.
Jake Delhomme, you know, that was the Super Bowl with New England
Yeah, I think that's who it was.
in 2004 season. So
Yeah. Delhomme, yeah, okay.
Yes.
or 2003 season.
And how did you look at that Bears game?
Yeah, we were just talking about that. That was a little nerve wracking, but I should be used to it by now because every game is nerve wracking. I mean, just the way the game was going, I was disappointed when they kicked a field goal with 1:59 on the clock because I look at it because you only have 2 timeouts and then you have to kick it. You have to do the onside. So I was surprised, and they got the Niners this week, and if they can beat the Niners, I think it's going to be a tough game, but I like their chances. I think it's a 3-point game, so it's basically like a pick 'em because you get 3 for the home team. So if they can run the ball against the Niners defense, but the Niners has that offense. Purdy. We can almost put him on the shining star with 5 touchdowns last night. That's going to be, can that defense slow that type of offense? We'll see. But I do like where the Bears are headed. I was cautiously optimistic, and now I'm jumping for joy.
So, Corey,
Yes, Robert.
so what's the odds of the NFL coach getting it?
What's about Cook or what?
The odds of the Colts getting in, I think.
Very slim, very slim. They have to win out, and they need the Texans to lose. They need a lot of things to happen, but I would put their percentages at like 1%. Very, very small
Who
chance.
does Texas play? So they got to lose out and,
They play. The Colts are playing the Jags
That's enough to win
and
out.
Houston, but I don't like the Colts' chance, and that's what I said about 2-3 weeks ago. When we're looking at playoff teams, are they going to make it or not? And I said Colts, no.
yeah, right.
So you look at that, and you look at the playoff field's basically set. You have the AFC North, and then you have the NFC South that is still up for grabs, and then you have the wild card spot there in the NFC. But everything else is basically locked. Now you're looking at
Top seed,
purposes.
Top
then,
overall
yes.
seed could still be in play. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, in both conferences there,
Yeah.
So, you could have.
Do the Eagles have a chance if they win out and the other teams lose out?
I think so.
That's what has to
5
happen.
loses. I think they need the.
Everybody else to lose.
Well, I don't
it.
think it is possible because the
No,
Seahawks.
yeah, it's just because, you
Well, they would
got,
have 5 if aren't they 12-3 right now?
yeah, I mean, say if, the Bears
I don't know what the
win,
tiebreaker would be. They didn't play each other. so.
if the Bears win this week, then it's basically, mute because, the Bears are up 1, and then the head-to-head. So I think the Eagles are basically locked in at the 3 seed. I
Okay.
don't see them really jumping any others just because the NFC West teams are going to be playing each other. So I think,
Yeah,
oh.
but we had Jalen Hurts on the hot seat 2 weeks ago, and he's turned it around the last 2 weeks, so we'll take credit for that one.
Saving
We had
everyone's
Andy
season.
Reid on the hot seat last week. What do you think about that? Has he lost the locker room?
I think he's
can't
lost
really-
injuries.
That's what I was gonna say. You can't really blame that on him.
Yeah.
I think it's just one of those years where I think fatigue and injuries just, piled up. I mean, I didn't,
I-
think.
That's, you can't win championships if you don't have a little luck in the injury department.
Exactly.
If
No,
people stay healthy.
absolutely. So I think they could be back next year. I mean, who knows the health of Mahomes,
What
ACL.
about my auto? Is he done?
I think we have to probably rest that ashore that I think that
Do you
might
think
be
he's
done.
Is there a line on Vegas? Will Travis Kelce retirement?
There are probably lines out there. I'm gonna say he probably retires.
Yeah, well, he's
Yeah.
apparently has a wedding date.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
June. I mean, I didn't get an invite yet, but I think it's in
It's in
June.
the mail, don't worry.
I think I'm
sure.
going to an O's game that day, so I'm preoccupied. So
All right, let me do the banner sponsors, and then we'll keep going, building this momentum to a thrilling climax. Our banner sponsors make this all possible: Adams County Community Foundation, the Adams County chapter of the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame, Classic Antique Innovations, Destination Gettysburg, Exchange Club of Hanover, Gettysburg Railway, Adams County chapter of Trout Unlimited, and UPMC Life Changing Medicine. Thank you, one and all. All right, so Robert, do you want to lead the conversation in any particular direction?
What do you have of Pittsburgh getting in?
Chances of Pittsburgh getting in, I think you said.
Now, who do they got? The
yeah, they got Cleveland this week.
Cleveland and the Ravens?
Yep.
Yes.
Cleveland's dangerous. Who did they play this past?
The Bills. They
They
got the
almost
Bills,
beat them.
yeah.
I mean, did Myles Garrett get the sack record? Or
Not
did he-
yet.
He has 2 games to get it.
They took a
One
half a
sack.
sack away
Took one
from
away
him
from him,
because
Other
you
guy
know,
fell down. Shades of Strahan's.
they had to go back to the
Records.
video, and it's like, well, he was touching a little bit. He got.
He fell and he tagged him on the ground. They don't give you a sack for that?
I think it could have been a quarter of a sack or something like that. There, so it was.
Did it-
Really?
Yeah, they do
like a
quarters and
11th
halves
of a
there. Yeah,
sack?
yeah. Well, up to a quarter. So yeah, but I think he's
never heard
going
of that, a quarter of a sack.
I never heard that either.
Yeah,
They divide it in thirds and fourths and.
it's very rare, but the quarter. But yeah,
If you're on defense, you get 11th
Yeah.
of a sack.
Yeah, right.
but
Yes, sir.
Okay, are you ready for this, Louis?
I'm ready. Am I gonna write something down?
Yes, you are.
All right, what is it?
Denver and Kansas City.
Denver, Kansas City, I think he said
Are they playing
Yeah.
Christmas.
Christmas Day? Okay. Who's gonna win? That's the late game, isn't it?
That's the first game. That's your appetizer.
Ah, okay.
Pretty sure.
Go ahead. Who's gonna win?
I said Broncos win.
Broncos are, I mean,
Pretty safe bet there.
so now the Chiefs are down to their 3rd string quarterback.
Yeah.
Who is it? Is anybody we've ever heard of?
I think it's like Chris Olodokin. I think from
Oladokin, yeah.
from North Dakota
Okie
State.
dokie, from where?
North Dakota State. Carson Wentz.
Okay, yeah.
I was wrong. That is not the appetizer. That is the dessert menu. That is the $8.15 Amazon
Okay.
Prime. So
I
yeah,
was right. Let me get my phone out. I want to record that. Okay.
you were right. Yes, I was wrong.
Okay.
The 1 o'clock game is Cowboys Commanders. The 4:30 game is Lions Vikings. So it
But
is
yeah, what do they have to play for? Cowboys, Commanders.
prime.
Lions, Vikings, you root for the
Draft
Lions.
picks.
So basically, you have this is like the backup quarterback slate.
Those guys that had, Eagles, Commanders guys that got in a fight, did any of them get suspended?
No suspension.
We didn't really talk about that DK Metcalf suspension. Well, go ahead, you were, I
Yeah, I'll
interrupted
get to
you.
the Christmas games and we'll get to that suspension, there. But the Cowboys Commanders, so you could have Josh Johnson, so third string quarterback for the Commanders, playing. And then the second game, you got Lions. Golf is playing, but then we're going to be seeing Max Bozeman.
Rosemer, yeah.
So third string quarterback, and then so basically all the home teams have their third string quarterback. So Broncos are playing, Chris, how you say his
I think it was Oladokin.
Oladokin is the third string quarterback.
For
So
the Chiefs.
I don't like the home teams winning this week. That's what I'm getting at. So and then the suspension, yeah. So
You
DK
mentioned some startling numbers, and
Yeah.
let's get everybody up to speed.
So with DK getting suspended for the 2 games, he is losing $556,000 for game checks, and then $45 in guaranteed money
45
because
million.
$45 million because of his contract for his
45, I think I could eat that. Oh, million, oh.
million, yeah, 45, yeah.
Brady, what was the clause?
I think it's if he had a clause in the contract that if he got suspended, that takes away a lot of his guarantees. So
It's probably different suspension
Yeah.
tiers, but throwing a punch or
Okay.
slapping,
yeah,
is in that
It was, he
full.
faked the punch. He didn't really connect. I saw it in real time. I mean, you knew you were going, it wasn't the last you heard about it, right? You're
Yeah.
like, they're gonna
Mm-hmm.
do something. But 2 games, has he appealed?
He has reached an appeal, but we have not.
And they
heard
could
the
reduce it to
verdict.
1.
It'll probably be 1.
I don't think they're gonna go back off to 0, do you?
No, I think it goes from
That's
2
just
to 1.
unforgivable. That's.
2 to 1 or.
They brought
just-
back Malice in the Palace. We could segue into the NBA. That was a long
Yeah.
time ago. Our Meta World Peace, wasn't he involved in that? Ron Art,
Yeah,
you know,
that
his Ron
was,
Artest?
that was what, 2004?
A long time ago.
Yeah. But yeah, looking at NBA, you got the Pistons 23-6, and they got a 2.5 game cushion with the Knicks, which I don't think we talked about the NBA Cup, and the Knicks won it. So they
Yeah,
reached out.
Stephen A. was going off on that, or was that Steve? No, it was the Mad Dog, I think. Somebody, one of those guys was going off on, hey, big deal, this means nothing.
yeah.
But
yeah,
the
it's-
guys, I mean, I guess if you're the 12th guy on the team,
Means
a
a lot.
$500,000 or whatever it is, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's a
For
nice
sitting
little
on the
cash.
bench for
Yeah.
3 nights or whatever. But yeah, I don't know how newsworthy that is. But you didn't talk about the Sixers, but they're playing really well. They just got done beating the Knicks and the Mavs. The Mavs were playing better, so they're like 4th or 5th in the East.
Fourth, 16-11, 6 games back to the Pistons, and they're 7-3 in their last 10. So I mean,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
nice
Indeed.
uprising.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
So what is the odds of the Ravens winning?
Was that another 1%er, Corey?
You mean winning this week or just winning to
Getting
get
into the
to
playoffs. You mean getting into the playoffs?
I don't.
No, this week.
Oh, just this week.
Just this week. I mean,
I think it depends on if Jordan Love plays.
that's
or not,
what I was
so.
going to say.
Be the
Jordan
battle
Love.
of the backups.
It could be, yeah.
Lamar's availability too.
You look at the Packers, they don't have the extra day of rest because they're playing Saturday to Saturday. So it really depends. And then Malik Willis, had a shoulder injury. So, I think he's going to be playing, but they don't had a third quarterback.
What's wrong with, how bad is Jordan Love hurt?
Well, he's got a concussion, so
Oh,
he
so
has
he's
to
in
go
the
through the
protocol?
protocol and, get through all the tests and all that there. So,
I had my own test for players. How many? Get back out there, you weenie. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, of course. We take concussions very seriously. I'm old school. What?
I'm gonna go with the Ravens on that one.
You're gonna go with the Ravens?
Yep.
I'm going to take the Ravens as well for other reasons.
Ravens over the
Yeah.
Packers?
Yes.
Well, maybe they'll play Derrick Henry at crunch time.
With you know, a good enough snaps or carries to win the game, not this 13 and just go with Mitchell Alley.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know, I don't get
Some
that.
guy I never heard of.
Yeah.
He had 13 yards in the game, and, well, the coach had a plan. Well, maybe we should put him, their offense OC, Ravens OC on the hot seat, but
Yeah.
there's plenty of slots already in there. So,
Hey, Mr. Cook,
yeah, go ahead, Robert.
I'm going to go with an upset this week.
Okay.
The Commanders over the Dallas Cowboys.
Wow.
Is that an upset?
Some would say that that's an upset.
Are 6-8.
Well, I guess it is. I mean, I'm sure they're favored. Everybody's talking about the high-powered Cowboys offense, and, I mean, Pickens did have is he gonna be comeback player of the year or some kind of award, George Pickens?
He'll probably be all-pro first team, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I think the comeback player of the year is
McCaffrey, I
probably
think.
CMC.
Okay.
You know, with his injuries from last year. I think second is probably, you know, Trevor Lawrence. So,
Yeah, good point.
and then Dak, and then maybe Phillip Rivers. But you know, that's
That's quite a comeback.
it is a comeback. Speaking of awards, who do you think is the coach of the year? Because there are some great, you know, cases for coaches out there, and
Well, Seattle coach is gonna get some votes, right? Because they've had such a season. I mean, again, it's the West Coast syndrome. We talked about that. You don't hear much about him, but
Yeah.
McDonald, is that his
Yeah.
name? I mean, you think he's the leader in the clubhouse?
Definitely up there.
He's taken them to meteoric heights in a short time.
I will go with Vrabel. You know, with where they
Rabel,
were at.
absolutely, or even Sean Payton.
Sean Payne.
You know, so it's gonna be a crowded field.
I agree.
Yeah. Another one, you know, you can say Liam Cohen, you know, first year head coach, Ben Johnson. So you could
Yeah,
say like
yeah.
7
I knew you'd get
names.
to Ben Johnson.
I think it's going to be the most intriguing, just kind of seeing, because you can make a case, and you know, looking at these the hires, you know, Mike Vrabel was with Tennessee for years and years, but you look at these teams that had to make new coaching moves, and look where they're at. You know, Jacksonville, Chicago, New England. I think I'm missing one, you know, looking at it. But, you know, even Carolina, you know, that's his second year, Canellis. So you see the uptick there. You know, there's some downticks there. You know, with Dallas, you know, 6-8, but I just like seeing
I won't
that
get you
award.
coach of the year.
No, I'm just saying.
Might
you
not
know,
get you fired, but
you know, the first year head coaches have really, you know, took a great leap, you know, instead of past years where it's like, they're not panning out, we're going to fire, he's going to be one and done. So I'm very intrigued of this hiring class is what I'm getting at.
On the flip side of that, I think going to the more established guys, Kyle Shanahan in San Francisco, and he's the reason that the 49ers are my most surprising team. For a team to suffer injuries to just about every star player except for McCaffrey, ironically, and sit at 11-4 firmly in the playoffs. I mean, Kittle's missed a lot of time. Purdy was out for a while. They were rolling with Mac Jones as their starter, and now
Who
they're
played well.
They've
Yeah,
played very
yeah.
well, and I think you can attribute a lot of that to Shanahan and running that offense.
yeah, Nick, that's a great point. I mean, like I said, it's a crowded field, so.
Yeah.
I think this is a crowd field that I have seen ever. I mean, usually you can say like 3 coaches and that's it. Here, I mean, we just routed off like 8.
Is
I mean,
there-
even halfway through the season, everyone thought Shane Steichen would lock it up with the Colts, and look how that's going
Yeah,
now. So now
yeah,
everyone's
right. It's too early.
yeah.
Corey,
Gotta see
Yes.
how it plays out.
hey, Corey,
Yes.
I'm going to go on a limb.
You?
Okay.
I'm going to go on a limb and saying it's going to be the Jets that win.
The Jets to win?
To win
Okay, that's quite the limb. That's not just a limb. That is a very, very thin limb.
Who's their starting quarterback for the Jets?
Brady Cook, and as a committed Jets fan, I
My cousin?
wholeheartedly disagree with you. I
Oh,
don't.
I put all my money on the Jets.
I think they're trying firmly not to win, if anything.
Okay,
Honestly,
it's called the tank.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I
Tanking for that top 5. And speaking of tanking, we got the who cares game this week with the Giants and the Raiders. So somebody has
The
to
Limburger Bowl.
win. Yes, whoever wins is in the clubhouse with.
There are no
first-
losers. If you win the game, you win the game. If you lose, you win the draft. So maybe,
Yeah, or you trade out of that position.
yeah.
But yeah,
Can you have
that's.
when's the last time they had a 0-0 tie in the NFL?
I think we're going to get
Theoretically
some,
possible.
I think we're going to get some points, but it's not going to be the game that I'm going to put all the attention on the matter of.
Yeah, it might
what
not
I'll
get the
say.
lead announcing team.
Yeah, I don't think Tom Brady or Tony Romo will be on that one. So
No. Well, Tom Brady can't call it just
Oh,
because
yeah.
he's the owner there, so
That's true,
he
yeah.
dodges that there. So
So Corey, in that bad game, are those teams in your most disappointing teams?
my most disappointing team, I'm going to go with the Vikings. I'm going to go with the Vikings because where they're at last year, and where they're at now. I know injuries, but I just felt like they've really regressed. And then with Justin Jefferson just limping to get 1,000, that's a player that you would think is, if he's healthy all year round, he's a shoo-in for 1,000. I don't like how that offense has really regressed. So
Well,
I'll say
the,
that
the quarterback situation's been unsettled, being
Yes.
with McCarthy being hurt, getting back, getting hurt again, and
I think
that hasn't helped.
it shows just to how good Sam Darnold actually is.
Yeah.
Yes.
How that team was 14-3 last year.
I was just thinking
on the
that.
edge of the number 1 seed if they beat the Lions in the week 18, and now they are not. The offense, like you said, is nowhere even close. So
Yeah, there's a lot
Yeah.
to put on.
Should they have signed Darnold? And now in
Yeah.
hindsight, maybe they could have if they
yeah,
made it a priority.
Mr. Cook,
Yes, sir.
I will talk to you guys next week.
All right. Thank you, Robert. You gave Carl 2.5 minutes to try to get in here. Thank you. Hey, have a Merry Christmas, my friend.
I think he's gone now.
Gone, but not
Yeah.
forgot.
So Jeff, what do you think is the most disappointing team in your landscape as we are nearing the hurrah?
Yeah, I mean, you have to say the Colts or the Bucks probably. I mean, the Jets are always a disappointment. But I mean, I'm sure there were some that hoped that this would be the year the Jets would.
I'm pretty sure I came on here and said they were a playoff team. So
I didn't remember
We'll
that.
check the tapes,
I repressed the memory of that.
yep.
But yeah, I don't know. That's my 2 cents on that.
Yeah.
What do you got on your agenda? We didn't cover. We got some time. Baseball? Any?
Just one last thing.
Signings?
I
Go ahead,
wanted to cover the big signing out of Japan, Munetaka Murakami. I probably butchered that to the White
I
Sox.
think you said perfectly in my
perfect.
books.
First corner infield.
Corner infielder. Yeah, he was projected to be in the 9 figures, and he just signed with the White Sox for 2 years, $34 million, so 17 a year. And it's a head scratcher, I think, for a lot of people who expected him to get more money. He hit
It's only 8 figures.
Yeah. But he hit 256 homers in Japan, and he's just 25 years old.
Yeah.
So I think that's the type of power that a lot of people thought would
Right-handed hitter.
a lefty.
He's a
Lefty.
left-handed hitter.
I think people
Coveted.
thought he would, be worth a lot more. I think what really drove his market down was he had really bad strikeout numbers. He struck out way above MLB average in the NPB, and those numbers always get worse when you come to the America. So for him to drop into the spot where the White Sox, a team like the White Sox, historically bad lately,
Rebuilding then too.
rebuilding, could grab him. I think it's great for them. I think it gives fans a reason to come to the ballpark for them.
And Roberts is a good player too. Their center fielder.
Yeah, and I think that with the addition of him for the first time in years, that team is watchable. I think it's entertaining for those fans. So
It's a low risk, high. It's a low risk to get the bang for the
Absolutely.
buck there and see what
Absolutely.
happens.
It's only
I mean,
8-figure risk.
Yeah, it's only 2 years too.
Yeah, for 2
so,
years
yeah.
is what I'm getting at there. So
Yeah.
I guess any last shots there?
We don't want to leave anything out. We got time.
I'll do my college football picks for the week. I like Indiana to beat Alabama in a close one.
Please do.
Oregon to beat Texas Tech. 'Cause I think I'll be curious to see how the teams on a bye are going to play because the week off is just something that a lot of teams struggled with last year. So
Rust or rest, right?
Yep.
Rust or rest.
Georgia, I think, beats Ole Miss, and it'll be a lot closer game because Ole Miss offense is run by Charlie Weiss, not Lane Kiffin, which people just found out last week. So, and then I think Ohio State beats Miami pretty soundedly. So,
And we can dive in a little bit more because those games will be on the 31st and the 1st, and then we'll
Oh,
be
yeah.
back on next week to kind of.
You guys can make it next week?
I should be able to. Yeah.
Awesome.
So I have one final thing there. Happy birthday! Happy early birthday! Yeah.
Oh, thank
Tomorrow,
you.
yes,
Thank
yes.
you.
Birthday.
You're not going to sing?
Well,
Save that for off camera.
Oh, okay. We're beyond our time. Well, thank you very much. I'm tickled. You guys, and thank you so much. I'm beyond appreciative and gratitude for everything you do, and the hat, that just, and Minnie Pearl is the one, thanks to Jordan, he looked it up, the lady on Hee Haw who always has the price tag on her hat. So I said, I'll be Maxie Pearl. And with that, any parting thoughts, shout outs?
I think we're good.
Merry Christmas, to everybody.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, thank you. And we'll be able to wish you a Happy New Year next year,
The
next week.
30th, yeah.
We'll be right back here on the 30th and every Tuesday thereafter. For Corey Smith and Nick Pierce and Brady Denburn, I'm Jeff Cook. Thanks to Sean and Jordan in the control room. Merry Christmas to all, and to all, a good night. Mahalo.
What's the word with the pre? The second to last.
Penultimate.
Yes.
That's a good word. What's the third to last? Either. Probably your phone can tell you that too. What's before penultimate? Third to last. Thank you guys. Thanks. Merry Christmas.
How do you describe a color so